Hello students, welcome back to MJC Learning. Today we are going to study chapter number 10 of chemistry, that is halogen derivatives. This is part 6, so let's begin. Students, in the previous lecture we have discussed about preparation of alkyl halide from alcohol by using three different reagents, that is hydrogen halide, phosphorus halide and thionyl chloride. So let us continue this preparation of alkyl halide by using the hydrocarbons. Here is the preparation of alkyl halide from hydrocarbon. So formation of alkyl halide from saturated hydrocarbon, that is alkane, and from unsaturated hydrocarbon, that is alkene. From alkene, we can prepare alkyl halide by addition of hydrogen halide or hydrohalogenation. Addition of this hydrogen halide, that is HX, it may be a HCl, HBr or HI, that converts the alkene into corresponding alkyl halide. This is the general reaction of addition of hydrogen halide in alkene. This is any alkene, so we are adding hydrogen halide in it. This addition of hydrogen halide takes place across the double bond in alkene. So here, if we are adding hydrogen to this carbon atom and halogen to this carbon atom, then you will get the corresponding alkyl halide. Let us see the order of reactivity of hydrogen halide. That is, HI is more reactive than HBr, HBr is more reactive than HCl, and very least reactive is HF. The strongest acid HI is the most reactive toward the alkenes, while the weakest acid HF is the least reactive toward the alkene. Two types of alkenes are there, that is symmetrical alkenes and unsymmetrical alkenes. By observing the structure, you can easily guess what kind of alkene is this. Here you can observe carbon double bond carbon. The groups attached to this doubly bonded carbon atom, or we can say groups attached to this sp2 hybridized carbon atoms, are same. So this carbon atom is bonded to two hydrogen atoms, as well as this carbon is also bonded to two hydrogen atoms. That's why the groups attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon atoms are same. So that type of alkene is symmetrical alkenes. While in this unsymmetrical alkenes, this is the carbon double bond carbon. So this carbons are sp2 hybridized carbon atoms. So this carbon is bonded to two hydrogen atoms, while this carbon is bonded to two hydrogen atoms as well as methyl group. That's why this is unsymmetrical alkene. So what is unsymmetrical alkene? So the groups attached to the doubly bonded carbon atom or sp2 hybridized carbon atoms are different, then that type of alkenes are unsymmetrical alkenes. Let us see the addition of hydrogen halide in symmetrical alkene. The addition of hydrogen halide to symmetrical alkene yield only one product. Here is the example. Ethene on reaction with hydrogen chloride forms ethyl chloride. This is the structure of ethene and this is hydrogen chloride. Now let us understand the addition of this hydrogen chloride to this ethene. If we are adding this chlorine to this carbon atom and hydrogen to this carbon atom, the product will be this CH2 will be CH3, then CH2 and Cl, that is ethyl chloride. In the same way, we can add hydrogen bromide in ethene, so it gives ethyl bromide, while addition of hydrogen iodide in ethene, that results the formation of ethyl iodide. Here is the next example of symmetrical alkene, that is butene. Butene indicates 4 carbon atoms in a straight chain and double bond is there after second carbon atom. On addition of HI, that results the alkyl halide. Where to add this hydrogen or iodine? There is no such a rule for symmetrical alkene. But only one thing we have to remember, addition of this hydrogen halide should take place across the double bond only. So here we are adding iodine to this carbon atom and hydrogen to this carbon atom, and product results is 2-iodobutane. So numbering will starts from the right hand side, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2-iodobutane. Let us understand the addition of hydrogen halide to unsymmetrical alkene. During this addition of hydrogen halide to unsymmetrical alkene, results the formation of two isomeric products. So here is the example for it. That is, propene is unsymmetrical alkene to which we are adding hydrogen bromide. Observe the structure properly. This is unsymmetrical alkene. These are the doubly bonded carbon, or we can say sp2 hybridized carbon atom, or unsaturated carbon. This carbon carries only one hydrogen, while this carbon carries two hydrogen. On addition of this HBr, we have to remember this addition should be takes place across the double bond only. So there are two ways to add this HBr. Here we can add Br to this carbon atom which carries the less number of hydrogen atom, and hydrogen will be added to this carbon that carries more number of hydrogen atom. By using this way, the product we will get, that is isopropyl bromide. You can observe here hydrogen is attached to this carbon atom, so this will be a CH3, and on second position Br is attached. So product is 2-bromopropane. The second method, we can add this bromine instead of this carbon atom to this first carbon atom and hydrogen to the second carbon atom. So the product is N-propyl bromide. Bromine is attached to the first carbon atom while hydrogen is attached to second carbon atom. Here you can observe this one is secondary alkyl halide and the second product is primary alkyl halide, while major product is isopropyl bromide or 2-bromopropane. This is the major product. Experimentally, it has been found that this isopropyl bromide, that is 2-bromopropane, is the major product. Russian chemist name is Markovnikov studied hydrohalogenation of number of an unsymmetrical alkene and formulated a general rule in 1869, and that is Markovnikov's rule. What is this Markovnikov's rule? When an unsymmetrical reagent, what is unsymmetrical reagent? Hydrogen halide is an unsymmetrical reagent, is added to unsymmetrical alkene, that is this unsymmetrical alkene. Let us repeat this. When an unsymmetrical reagent is added to unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of the reagent Br minus, I minus or Cl minus, the negative part of the reagent gets attached to that unsaturated carbon atom, that is doubly bonded carbon atom, which carries less number of hydrogen atoms. So here you can observe in the major product Br minus ion is attached to that carbon atom which carries the less number of hydrogen atom. But why this is the major product, let us understand in detail. As we have discussed, the addition of hydrogen bromide to propene forms 2-bromopropane as a major product, 1-bromopropane as a minor product. The explanation about this is given by its mechanism, which includes electrophilic addition reaction. The first step is protonation of double bond gives a carbocation. So here is a propene and H plus from the hydrogen bromide. In this propene, that is alkene, contain this double bond, that means it contains the pi electron. So this pi electron of double bond not strongly bonded to the carbon nucleus, so they are more exposed. This carbon-carbon double bond is now electron rich centers, and that will be act as a supplier of electron to the electron deficient species, that is electrophilic reagent. This reaction is electrophilic addition reaction. During this reaction, attack of this pi bond on electrophile and forms the carbocation. You can notice, student, here this attack of pi bond on this electrophile results formation of two carbocation. If this hydrogen is bonded to this carbon atom, that is first carbon atom, so that results the formation of secondary carbocation. So here this hydrogen is bonded to this first carbon atom, that results the formation of secondary carbocation, as well as if the second possibility, hydrogen is bonded to this second carbon atom, that results primary carbocation. As we know, secondary carbocation is more stable than the primary carbocation. So on this point, let us talk about second step, that is attack of bromide ion on carbocation. If attack of this bromide ion on secondary carbocation, the product is 2-bromopropane, while attack of this bromide ion on this primary carbocation, the product is 1-bromopropane. In between these two products, 2-bromopropane or isopropyl bromide is the major product because of the stability of this secondary carbocation. While predicting the product, or we can see major product, by using the Markovnikov rule, consider the mechanism and stability of carbocation. Let us talk anti anti-Markovnikov rule, which is also known as peroxide effect or Kharash-Mayo effect. Markovnikov rule is quite general but not universal. In 1933, the American chemist M.S. Kharash discovered that the addition of HBr to the unsymmetrical alkene in presence of organic peroxide that takes place in opposite to that of Markovnikov rule. This phenomenon of anti-Markovnikov addition of HBr caused by the presence of peroxide. Therefore, it is known as peroxide effect. So here, in this process, addition of HBr will be takes place exactly in opposite way to that of Markovnikov rule. So in this, Br minus ion will be attached to this doubly bonded carbon atom, which carries more number of hydrogen atom, while hydrogen of HBr is bonded to this carbon atom that carries the less number of hydrogen atom. So here is the product, that is N-propyl bromide or 1-bromopropane. This is the primary alkyl halide. So statement of anti-Markovnikov rule or peroxide effect is when an unsymmetrical reagent is added to unsymmetrical alkene in presence of peroxide, the negative part of the reagent get attached to that carbon atom or unsaturated carbon atom which carries more number of hydrogen atom. Peroxide, it may be a benzoyl peroxide or sodium peroxide, etc. Here the most important factor you have to remember that peroxide effect is shown by only hydrogen bromide, whereas hydrogen chloride and hydrogen iodide always add according to the Markovnikov rule. As this anti-Markovnikov addition takes place by free radical mechanism, so in presence of peroxide, HCl and HBr do not give anti-Markovnikov products because HCl bond is the strongest than the HBr. It is not broken by the alkoxy free radical obtained from peroxide, while Hi is the weaker than the HBr. It is broken by alkoxy free radical also, but as the iodine atom form, it will radially combine with each other and yield a iodine molecule rather than to attack on the double bond in the alkane. Therefore, peroxide effect is shown only by the hydrogen bromide, not by the HCl and Hi. So students, in this lecture we have discussed about preparation of alkyl halide from alkene with respect to symmetrical and unsymmetrical alkenes, and two more most important rules, that is Markovnikov's and anti-Markovnikov's rule. Thank you very much. Meet you in the next lecture.